Welcome on in, guys. Tobin here with you, and thanks for checking out the channel. I really appreciate you guys being here. So, big night tonight at the Kasparas Center. Boots on the ground as it appears we are going to get Tyler Herro's debut tonight for the Miami Heat. Miami Heat, of course, 5 over, 11-6, third in the Eastern Conference. Tonight they take on a really, really struggling Dallas Mavericks team. They, of course, have fired their GM, Nico Harrison. Mark Cuban has gotten his tentacles more involved. That'll work out for you guys. No, nothing says it's going to lead to just pure success like having Mark Cuban have more input because he has such a track record of getting free agents. So good luck with that, Dallas Mavericks. But the big news today in tonight's game will be the return of boy wonder himself, Tyler Herro. Will make his season debut tonight. At least that's what all the reports say. You saw him yesterday. He tweeted out some fire emojis. Reports have been hinting at this, that his return was imminent and that it was going to be here on this homestand, but it even seemed like they were going to target this game specifically as they're at 4 games at home coming up. They got Dallas. They got Milwaukee on Wednesday. They have Detroit on Saturday, and then the Clippers to close things out. Obviously, they've been very, very good at home. But the big question is, and this is going to be an interesting thing to see, is where do we go now with the starting lineup? You have an all-star here making his return. Tyler Herro's not going to 6-man it back. And honestly, if you're going to have him play, I don't even know if that's the best case because of how good Jaime has been with the ball in his hands in that second unit and kind of leading things there. But it is an interesting question. We have a couple of things. I don't believe the Heat's first injury report, I think Ira said, doesn't come out today till 1:30. So if you're watching this after this, you'll obviously get some more info on it. But we'll be talking about it on the radio show today as well. So tune into that. But, I mean, look, I imagine that the way this is going to work is I'd imagine if Pelle Larsson – if Andrew Wiggins is healthy, I would imagine that Tyler is going to go in for either Pelle or Davion. I would guess Davion, and then he just kind of keep Pelle at the 3. Neither one of those guys deserves to lose playing time. You know, Eric Spoelstra always calls these are first-class problems. You know, they're in a good spot because every time we think that they're going to get healthy and somebody's coming back, Bam comes back, Jovic and Andrew Wiggins go out. So they just have never really gotten that full grasp of everybody being back yet. So, you know, you always think that this is going to be a problem and then somebody ends up getting banged up. Hell, Norman Powell's been dealing with a groin. I mean, could the Heat even sit him a night tonight and just kind of let Tyler go out there? I don't think that's prudent. I think you should probably just get to the point of figuring out this duo and how they're going to work because I want to see it. I think it's an interesting thing tonight. I want to see how Tyler Herro is going to work with this offense. I think it's going to. I don't know. I'm very optimistic about this just because I think this season's just got a different vibe to it. These guys all just seem really cohesive together, and Tyler's a very talented player, and so I'm very excited to see what it brings to the table. I feel a little bad for him because the team has got a better record being over 500 than they ever had last year. And I think everybody's kind of coming at this and they think like he's going to bring the rain cloud over it. And you're also putting this on the same track as, hey, he's coming back from injury too. There's probably going to be some kind of a feeling out process. There's going to be some kind of there's going to be some kind of a feeling it out. Now, if he's having a rusty game, will Spo, put it more in the hands of Norman Powell late? Will he be on a minutes restriction? Will he be? I think when he's coming back, I think he's coming back. I don't think there's gonna be a slow ramp up because it seemed like he wanted to be 110 when he got back in there. So I don't know. I think that these are things that maybe as the game feels out, the guy you feel for in this case, and I'm going to be curious to see where Spo goes with this with Davion and Pelle, is because you can see the intensity they bring defensively, right? You have your go-to scorer in Norman Powell. So when you need that guy to shut somebody down, will Spo go with the three bigs with Bam and Ware? Will we, what kind of finish and closing lineup will we see, especially when Andrew Wiggins is healthy? So I get it. Look, I get why people are looking at this team and they're like, hey, something's got to give here with a move. But I don't think we know the answer yet. I don't think that we know where that's at. I do think there's a little of me that is looking at this season. I am just kind of trying to put my arms out and just absolutely embrace whatever the hell happens. I'm not sitting here making definitive points after every 2 games that this is this and this is this. We've already seen, if you would have gone with Kel'el Ware's season, 2 games in, everybody would have written it off and say, this kid's never going to get it. If you would have done this with, if you would have done this with, people are doing this with Nico right now. They're writing it off, saying, this kid's never going to get it. If you would have done this with, even Bam coming out, he still can't get a couple of buckets. So I think everybody just needs to take a breath. The Heat are not going to be penalized tonight for having Tyler Herro back with Norman Powell. And we can see, this could be, even a more potent attack. But if Davion Mitchell does end up losing playing time, I genuinely do feel bad because he has gone about playing point guard so well. I mean, he's not only just just an absolute bulldog defensively, but he's setting his teammates up. I think he leads the league in assist to turnover ratio. I think they said that on the broadcast. I haven't fact-checked it or anything like that. But the point is, the way he sets up his teammates and has played that pure point guard, taking care of the basketball, and then kind of knowing those 3-minute bursts where he knows to take over, he's just done marvelous, dude. He's done absolutely great. Pella has also just gone in there and he's thrown in. He did not have a good shooting game yesterday by any means whatsoever, but he made an impact from the standpoint of his intensity, obviously, the just tenaciousness that he plays with. But yeah, he's had a couple of games where it's been the shooting. He's not as gifted an offensive player as Tyler Herro is. So it's going to be a fun one to check out tonight. I am very, very intrigued. Speaking of intrigued, I want to get to this because I saw Kasparas Jakučionis had his 3rd G League game and was watching it. Shout out to damn it, did I fit who put up this highlight reel? Because I did not watch the whole game. Luis Claudio de Jesus Charles on YouTube. Shout out to him for putting up the Kasparas highlights and lowlights. Anybody can put up highlights. You put up highlights and lowlights. You give me the full picture. So he threw together 9 minutes here of basically Kasparas' last performance. And one of here's what I liked. First of all, the Skyforce came back to win, which was great because they were getting smoked in this game again. So they come back to win 101-98 and run their record to 5-3. First of all, we got Vladislav Golden, who was sent to the G League. He put up a double-double in 20 minutes, 10 points, 10 rebounds. Excuse me. Jakučionis finished the night 15 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 blocks. But the thing that I liked about Kasparas in this game, really good fourth quarter. And I think the thing that has been troubling is getting to the rim, making those attacks worth something. A lot of that stuff that was issues in this game came around, and even some of those finishes that he couldn't have, he was able to make those things convert. He's really sick with the bounce passes. He can set up his teammates. He's got some really slick stuff to him. It's honestly some of the simple stuff that his handle gets a little bit scatterbrained from time to time when he's trying to initiate. I think teams know that they can spook him a little bit. The 3 ball, did not shoot it a ton. He was 0 for 3. You know, that is what it is. You know, we know that he's not a sniper, although I feel like his shot looks kind of decent. I don't think it's being shot with a ton of confidence, but this was a game that started off really slow, and I think he ended up having, I think in the highlights, I think he had 4 makes at the end of the game. So a really nice, strong fourth quarter to help a Sioux Falls team outscore the Herd 34-18. The other interesting thing about it, you know who he was going up against in the fourth quarter a lot? Victor Oladipo. Victor Oladipo on the other side. Our sweet beloved Victor Oladipo, who finished with 16 points. He was 7 of 17, 8 rebounds, 7 assists. So he was kind of doing it all for them. 2 steals, 2 turnovers. But I was like, oh, all right, well, that's a real. I know he's not what he was, but that's a real guy that he's going up against. You know, this is not some G League schlub. You're going up against a guy who is a really, really good player, and yeah, coming back from injury. But I thought it was a nice little test for Kasparas. Had some good connections with Vlad Golden as well, and shout out to Ethan Thompson, who just continues to put up big performances for the Sioux Falls Skyforce. 26 points, 11 rebounds. He has been an absolute force for the Skyforce. But I was happy to see that. I think Kasparas, maybe that's like and I think that could be good. That could be like a settle down for him. Like, hey, you not only had a really good fourth quarter, but it led to a comeback win. Ease it up a little bit for the 19-year-old. So I was happy to see that from Kasparas.